Creepers! Welcome to Wednesday night. It is ladies' night again. Most of the crowd is back from MHC. Alan and Teddy immediately jumped on a plane to go do a consulting gig somewhere not here. And so we are back in the shop unsupervised, coming to you tonight with, let's see, also Alex, let's see, picture, this one, aha, jazz hands. So we got both of us in the shop tonight. So let's see, we'll do a quick romper room, say hello to everybody. David Quintana first, good job. Chase Perry, Big Dog Masks, Jennifer Pew Pew Pew, Hugo Cordialete, Jordan Easel, Rylan Burdett, John Sheffield, Anthony Pavlik, hey Weasel, what's up? Poison Sumac and Karagoff. The menfolk gone fishing again? Yeah, something like that. Karagoff says, hello ladies, hope you both are fabulous as always. Thanks. We're working on it. Rylan Burdett says, what are we working on tonight? Well, you may be able to tell from the lovely Alex's tabletop here, we're working on some hands tonight. So one of our costumes that we took to Transworld this year is the Acolyte costume, and it has really creepy finger eyeballs like that right there. So what we were doing tonight is seeing if we can get some fingers eyeballed.
I got a cup of eyeballs.
Yeah, we do have a big cup of eyeballs. Let's see. Big Dog says, sitting by the pool, drinking beer, enjoying the sunset. That sounds lovely. Here in sunny North Texas, we're still probably at least an hour away from the sunset. I was just joking before we went live here that we are nearly to the time of year that by where the time we get done from here, it's still gonna be daylight. Rylan Burdett, well, you guys are pretty handy. We try. Lion Cook Thor 2006, JB Thaxton, longest name on YouTube. Hi guys, hi. Good to see y'all. JW Rudiger says, evening ladies, hands down, gonna be a busy night. Listen, we're all gonna need you to give us a hand. Yeah. So that's what we got going on. Karagoff says, getting fingers eyeballed, only still beast. I mean, I guess it is slightly better than getting your eyeballs fingered. But yeah. David says, from this angle, those hands look very friendly. They're helping hands. And we nearly have enough of them that we could definitely make our own labyrinth-style oubliette. They drop you down. I mean, at some point we were going to switch over to hand cam over here, so you can kind of see what I'm doing over there. Katie Hunt says, hello everyone. Hi Katie. Fabulous to see everybody. Okay, so I guess we're gonna do the thing. So what's our step one here, Alex, is?
Cutting the little, so the hands, they have like little nail bed things where you can put like claws, like werewolf claws and whatever kind of claw.
That is what these, I guess originally these are the Lance Pope werewolf hands that we resculpted based off of his original gloves that were for the Lance Pope werewolf that we have.
Yeah, but to get my good side.
All of your sides are your good side.
Oh. But yeah, to get the eyeballs in, apparently you have to cut a little slit into the bed of it right there, to get it to stretch around the eyeball. I don't know. We're gonna try.
These are, I guess they're initially pressure fit into it, and then they get glued. Not glued. Listen, I spent a goodish amount of time getting this set up before the live, and then I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna move it so that I can talk into it so you'll have something more interesting to look at the beginning than just the table workspace there. And now
it's having a bit of an onslaught moment.
All right, yes. Here's what we're gonna do. Talk to Alex.
Hi y'all. Okay, so anyway, use Rupert's good little scissors that I found on the table because he left them out. And we're gonna, actually, I'm gonna move these so you can actually see.
There we go. And we have
Hand cam.
Hand cam. Actually, it doesn't help if I move that because that's not the thing that needs to be moved.
Edward made this look very easy in the tutorial. I don't. Oh wait, I'm not got it.
Michelle Schulte says hello. Big Dog Mass says hands down one of the best ladies tonight. Absolutely. JW Rudiger says I bet you can figure out what you're doing. I know you'll nail it. I do. I'm enjoying all the hand puns, guys. Jordan Nielsen says, hey Stacy, are you gonna make some witch hats eventually? That's the plan, Jordan. But we've got a backlog of stuff that we're working through for YouTube Wednesday stuff, and we're still obviously working on transport orders. So once we get through all of that, they're on the list. There you go. Carry on. And then Almatra Art says, hello everybody. Almatra Art. Ba ba ba.
I got it.
This time you're on your game. Okay, so we cut the hole in the thing.
Yeah.
So you said you just cut like a slit
Yeah.
in it?
Or like a little eye slit, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can see that. Kind of ish. You just do like a little eye slit, and you just shove the eyeball in there.
Jordan says you should make a burlap Oogie Boogie hat and 3 other hats based on the dresses worn by the Sanderson sisters. That would be fun. Karagoff says, I do love making hats. Me too. Al Montrard says, thank you. We enjoy doing it, Al. We really do. I wonder if you can maybe push these in from the outside. That might make it easier.
Ooh.
Maybe. There's got a little bit of a little bunion in there. See if I can do that and not cut my finger open. That'd be great. Alright, I got a little bit there. Wafer thin. So no sooner than Edson gets here do we have a fun story to tell you guys.
Someone go poking.
He's usually the guy poking everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope he's all good. Alright, so that's a hole in the thingy.
Oh no, my hands are starting to sweat.
There's like a node on the inside. There you go. The pinky. It emerges. Alright, give me one of them eyeballs. Big Dog says, story time. Yeah, not until Edson gets here. Yeah, I promise you a quality story time. But
Top tier quality.
it is in fact top tier quality. Alright, so then theoretically, this should fit into there.
Theoretically.
So we're gonna, now I watched him do it. I watched him do it earlier, so I believe it can be done. We're gonna see if I can do it without actually breaking this eyeball.
We're getting gloves. My hands are sweaty.
Oh no.
It's gonna take 10 minutes to get them on.
I'd say powder up. You're just gonna make a paste.
Paste.
God. You're just gonna get all of them but the pinkies. Now, Rue started with the pinky to show us that it could be done. And what had happened was, I believed him that was the good place to start.
Also, happy Wednesday. We wear our
Yeah, on
cow print
Wednesdays.
on
we wear
Wednesday.
cow print. I forgot again, largely because I don't actually own any cow print. That's neither here nor there.
Maybe I should take my rings off.
Now, as you might be able to tell, these are not strictly created to do this with. And I don't know, maybe we can kind of peel it back and let it, like, suction in. No whammy, big money. Here we go. Oh, maybe. Nope. Okay, nope. That didn't work. Big Dog says, cow print pants. Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, indeed. Maybe I need a bigger hole in the bottom? I don't know. Listen, if you assumed that we had done this before, you'd be deeply incorrect. That didn't work. I need a big hole. Because it stretches out, you said, pretty much to accommodate that whole thing. Jennifer Hughes, you can do it, Stacy. Listen, I'm glad that you guys believe.
We're almost there.
And let the record reflect, he did in fact struggle with this also, so I feel slightly, slightly better about struggling with it.
If Ruth struggles with it, that means Alex is gonna struggle with it 3 times longer.
Well, someone has already done this 10 times. We made a pair of these already for, obviously, to take to Transworld. All right, so that's a little bit of a bigger there. David Quintas is going to have to go to an ophthalmologist to get a manicure. Is it better now or now? Line Cook Thor says, love the cow print. Big Dog says, Stacy will figure it out. I sure am going to try. All right. No whammy, big money. There's not just a whole lot of lip for it to grab in there.
I might have done it.
Did you do it?
Maybe. Like, it's in.
It's in there.
It doesn't look like the other ones.
Oh, yeah, that one. So listen, you're 2 ahead of me already. Oh, no, wait, those are the ones you already did.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Maybe they're sisters, not twins.
Yeah. So anyway, once we get these in there, we actually are going to wrap the interior, or the exterior, with 5-minute epoxy, with the steel stick epoxy, and hopefully that will make it work. This is lightly maddening. So this one goes out to the people who ask me, is there anything you're not good at? I can't sword swallow, I can't juggle. Apparently I can't get this damn eyeball in here.
Lance's fingers are so long.
I'm telling you, these are, so like they're made to accommodate a big, like, raptor claw.
A man hand,
A band hand.
to which I do not have.
Jordan Neal says, I recently made a black witch hat. I used a number of felt sheets as internal support for the brim, and I decorated it with a red plaid red bow, and a long peacock feather. I like that. David Quintana says, with the slit, could it be pushed from the inside of the glove? No, I don't think so. Only because it's a little tight getting it up there. We try it again. S says, but the things you do come in, words, how do we even? S says, but the things you do come out incredibly, Stacy. Why, thank you. I do my best. I try to do my best. Oh, maybe. Nope.
Do I need to cut more out?
I know, I'm, it's doing me confused for sure. Shadow Jim 81 says, hi lady, what's up? Right now, trying to eyeball some fingers, to mixed results.
There's another.
Also, I think some of this perhaps did not get counted especially well on the inside and is sticking to itself. That's fun. I wonder if that is stuck there forever. Well, guess we'll find out. Womp, womp, womp. Woo. How the heck did you do this? You didn't cut just like a ton of it out of there.
Like the little bit that was left on the table didn't seem that big.
Karagoff says, loving the close up. Problem is I really want to try too. Who knew eyeballing fingers was so tricky? There's a sleight of hand joke here somewhere. Yeah.
Please come try with us.
I was gonna say.
I don't.
Well, and I'm also not, like I watched him do it previously, and I'm not 100% sure what part of it it's supposed to grab. Like, I know it's supposed to, like, fit in the lip of it.
Like, he struggled, but he still did it fairly quickly.
Yeah.
For my brain to process that this is how you do it was not there.
No way, me big bunny. Ooh, maybe. Sort of. We're a little gotcha-eyed. Michelle Schulte says, Stacy loved the corset for Sammy. The whole costume was amazing. Thank you. It was really nice to get to see it styled in a super different way than I styled it originally. And, oh shoot, I think maybe we got it. Maybe we got it. No way, me big bunny. A little finessing. Ha ha! Victory is mine. I got him. All right, now it's maybe looking a little wonky, but it's fingers. I mean, really. Like, I feel like if your eyeballs are, if your eyeball tips are if your fingertips are if your eyeball tips, good God. Y'all, it's been a long day. Then I imagine it's okay if you have a little bit of a wandering gaze. Okay, so that's like in there. Watch me pop it right back out. All right, so that is successfully anchored in the thing. And Alex got one too.
One.
So
many more to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And here we were worried that this was gonna maybe not take us all evening. Here we are.
Eyeballs and fingers? This will take
fingers, yeah.
30 minutes.
What else are we gonna do? Who even knows? S says, are the eyeballs pliable enough that you could bend, roll them a little to fit them in? No, they are quite firm, in fact.
They are.
David Quintana says, is the hand quicker than the eye? Tonight on Still Beast. Karagoff says, sweet victory. S says, woo, one down. All right, eyeball me. Thanks. Rylan Burdett says, you go, girls. No, that's let's go.
Listen, we've been singing the wrong song all day.
We have been singing the wrong song all day. Okay. So one down. a lot to go. That's fine. I started with the hard one, and it's fine. Might it be easier to push this out this way? I'm not cutting my fingers today.
Boy, if Edson doesn't get on here tonight.
I know. I'm like, usually he's one of the first people here, and it's such an exciting, silly story. I hope that all is well. Okay.
Now it's going to be stuck in my head.
Wait, listen, we haven't even done it yet, but thank you guys so much for joining us for Ladies Night! And the crowd goes wild. I regret nothing. He didn't know he was going to need us back to back, and that is...
Haha, joke's on him.
Yeah. And we were prepared. we were prepared
I feel like this finger is smaller than the other one.
here. Which one?
He's here.
Oh, he's here. Aha! Johnson says his ladies' night. Oh, what an eye. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the main view. Hold, please. Da-da. I'm gonna need your help to hold it up, though. Okay, so we got a gift today at the Stiltby Studios shop
That haunted all work.
from Mr. Edson Juice. Edson Glutes from here. That bug booty. So we got this here. Edson, when you sent me this picture, and you asked me like some shipping information, and I'm like, I did not put it together that this is what you were doing. So, okay. Hang on, guys. We're gonna show you. Okay. There, get your slide. Wait, this. So this is what we received in the mail today from Edson. And this is here. Let's see. Is it me? It's me.
Let's give a tour.
There's a tour here. So these are a lot of the creepers, and a lot of our shop crew here. You've got Hallie. Let's see. We need a pointy stick. Hallie there in the middle. Obviously, this is Shannon. Here in the front, Bug right behind her, me over Bug, Alex next to me, Jennifer pew 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 right there in the middle. There's a lot of creepers in there. So there's a couple of notes from the general staff. So there's at least one person on here who I genuinely do not know who they are, and that's the struggle the struggle of only knowing your screen names is that I don't know who you are. So if you it's on your side. If you're this gentleman right here, sound off because we don't know who you are. We would like to say hello. And yeah, we've got double the Boston.
Boston 1, Boston 2.
Yeah, these are both Boston. And as Shannon pointed out, Alan is not on here. Greater Duke says you see a Rue in there. Yes, you definitely do see Rue. Rue is
Shannon is sticking
right
her
there.
finger in his mouth.
Of his mouth. We've got, let's see, we got Pandora up at the top there. We've got cobwebs and candlesticks right there. There's Edson. Ivan, that's Michelle Schulte. This was wild, you guys.
Leslie and her chicken.
Yeah, Leslie and her chicken.
Carl's
this is Ezekiel, and next to Rob O'Brien. Kaylee over here. Robert. Is this Teddy Becker? I can't see him.
That's Chris. That's 2019 Chris.
Oh, that's Chris. Yeah.
There's Teddy.
There's Teddy, yeah. We got Lexi down there. Leslie, this is wild. Thank you so much. Ryan Burdett says somebody put this in Alan's office without telling him. No, we have the perfect spot picked out for it. It's actually going to go on our wall of cool things over here. But this is a trip. And yeah, I like sort of knew this was coming, and then I saw the preview image to start. But no one else was prepared, and this definitely brought all work in the shop to us. Edson says, no, Alan, that's the pic y'all photobombed his phone, so I thought it'd be funny to have us all get back at him. I love it. I love it. Yeah. This is peak delightful weirdness, and we are definitely gonna hang it up. So thank you, Edson. Big Dog says Shannon, supervisor in the background. Yeah. Like she's keeping an eye on all of this. But some of these are some deep cut pictures, which is really funny. And we had a really good time getting to show it off today. Boston feels very, very special to have gotten included twice.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle just says that is epic, priceless. What a family portrait that is. You made it. Yeah, that's all Edson, guys. Well done, you. Big dogs and Shannon supervising in the background. Edson says, "Love you all." Yeah.
It was definitely a hoot and a half, not expected.
A hoot and a half, at least a hoot and a half. It was. Just the chick in the back shirt doing has the best facial expression. That's Shannon. Hashtag wife. Killing it. Like, listen, nobody mean mugs like Shannon.
And it made it so much better that Shannon had to sign for it. Now we not anything of what it was. She just brings it back here because the box is labeled "To Allen Crew." So she brings it to us and just unrolls, and all of us are like, "What is this?"
Well, that's it. Not all of us. I was in the other room. I got a radio call saying, "Hey, you need to come to the classroom and see this." So we're gonna put it up on the wall in the shop, and so we can see it every day when we walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. That is the sweetest.
Even better, Shannon has to see it every
Shannon has to see it every day. See, the thing is, when you photobomb somebody's phone, you maybe expect that they're gonna put it on YouTube. Shannon says, "I did sign." You did. And so when you photobomb somebody's phone, you never expect that it's going to live in infamy, blown up to giant poster size on your wall. Oh, yes. So that it made our whole dang day. Thank you so much. Silly Zombie 666, Silly Zombie, I got you. Says they're not back yet. Some of the team is back. Alan and Teddy had to jet off elsewhere to do a consult for more work, all exciting new things, and so they are going to be back tomorrow. But for tonight, you get us again. Creative Deuce says it's a nice set of back scratchers on the table. Yeah, back scratchers. Natty Pan says, "Hi ladies, had to come to support you tonight." Hi Natty Pan. Thanks for joining us on Ladies Night. Big Dog says, "Need to sell on the Still Bees Creepers page."
little postcards.
Yeah, like prints, fancy prints. But yeah, we had a very good time with that today. So thank you so much. Now that we've shown it off in the feed, we can put it up again. But yeah, Creative Doof. This is what we're working on tonight. Is we're eyeballing hands. To mixed results so far. So let's get back to that. There we go. Creative Doof says yes, please. It should be on the creepers page. You guys are silly. Edson says, "I thought it would have been delivered tomorrow, so that's great. It came early." Heck yeah. Oop. Knocking my camera.
But wait, in the day we're not gonna have morning meeting.
Of course. Yeah, they should roll in tomorrow fairly early. And so when they get here, we can let them bask in the glory of it too. S says, "Big Dog, and we buy them. Gotta love the whole Still Beast crew." You guys. Flattery will get you absolutely everywhere. All right. How did we do this? We already did this round 1, so surely round 2 should be.
This is making me sweat.
Yeah.
Like I'm breaking a sweat trying to get these things in there.
I'm trying to keep my cool.
That too.
Mixed results. Alright, here we go. Oop, maybe? Not really. Only got one side in there. That's, see that? Not gonna do it. Big Dog says, "I'm not kidding. I'll put it up in my shop." Shannon, are you seeing this? People would like to hang this portrait up in their shop. Team Creepers. All the way.
I think my strategy is to just keep cutting until it fits.
Yeah. Creative Doof says the only downside about selling the latex clawed hands on the site is that they would always sell out. Yeah, I imagine. Edson Blue says Stacy has a copy. She can do what she wishes with it. This is dangerous information for me to have. Jordan Easel says, Alex, Stacy, what were the most complicated things you've both made? Also, did I spell Alex's name right? Yes, I believe you spelled Alex's name right. And
complicated?
Shannon says yes. Like your Thorses love my creeper family. Most complicated thing I've ever made. Gosh. I mean, I guess meatballs were pretty complicated.
Yeah, anything that involves pool noodles.
Pool noodles pretty complicated. I guess the first like full non-latex corset I ever made was pretty complicated. How about you?
Ooh, I might be working on my most complicated actually.
Oh yeah?
My wedding, not my wedding dress, a wedding dress. So far, that's a little bit complicated.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I think it's just mostly because it's just gonna be so big. A lot of bigger things with large amounts of fabric can sometimes be a little complicated.
Rob O'Brien says, hello ladies, lovely ladies of Ladies Night.
Bravo!
Hi, Rob. You just missed your
you missed
portrait
your
debut.
portrait.
Roll the feedback a little bit, Rob, and go and see your picture. You're included in the Hardcore Creepers shop portrait that we've got of everybody.
That will forever now hang in our shop.
we might pull it back out again before the evening is done for anybody who's just joining the feed. Oh, maybe. Whoa! Okay, now that we're going too far. We've gone too far. we now are too sunken. We fix. I fix. Maybe. Rob, how was MHC? Did you guys have a good time? Things are fine. Can I fix it? No, I think maybe we've gone too far. Now we have one sunken eyeball that is really down in there.
That's how my first one was.
Dang. S says Alex Shannon, you all know Stacy talks behind y'all's back. Only good vibes though, and lots of compliments. That's true.
Girl gang.
Yeah, girl gang. Jordan Easel says, are you the only one working on the wedding dress, Alex? And what parts of it are you dealing with right now?
Yes, I'm the only. So my brother's getting married at the end of July, and they were like, "You make costumes? Can you make a wedding dress?" I was like,
Those are the same thing.
"Yeah, that's the same. Sure." So I'm kind of doing it costume base, building wise, I guess. I told her to get a base dress, and then we'll build the wedding dress off of that dress. So kind of doing it haunter style, I guess. We're starting with the base. But yeah, and then what parts are dealing? It's just large amounts of fabric and long amounts of fabric in bulk because of the train and everything. And it's all lace, so it's very delicate.
Where's Christine Salvati in there?
Ow.
There you go. Ha! There we go. we just popped in there a little bit. Things are fine. Rob O'Brien says, MHC was very good. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in Texas. Likewise. 2 eyeballs in. We're only half an hour in. 1980 says, what's with the monster proctologist exam gloves? These are the gloves for our Acolyte character that we carried at Transworld. And they all need eyeballing. So
Now I know why Rue didn't fight us when we were like,
yeah, we were
"We'll
like,
do
do
the
you want us to
gloves."
do these on the live? And he was like, yes, yes, I do. Oh,
Well, that's as good as we're gonna get.
yeah. Jordan Musil says, so you were building a wedding dress on top of a simple slip-on gown? That's neat, Alex.
It's like a white sundress kind of thing. It's very basic. I just needed something to start with, so I can build everything else on top of it. So it's just like a simple little white sundress.
1980 says you'll poke your eye out. Yep.
Maybe I'll jam my eye out with these scissors.
I was gonna say. Oh, eyeball me. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Eyeball number 3. That should be an old hat at this point. Feels like a good way to do it. And I don't know if I've quite figured it out yet. But we're gonna get there. I believe in us. By the last hand, I'm sure we're gonna be consummate professional eyeball fingerers. Beans. Too far down. Okay. We can come back from that. That's fine. It does look a little silly, deep in its little spoon base there. 1980 says this would be great if you lose a watch. I don't know if it's a good look. Ouch. Believe in you. Get right. Okay. You can stay there. So once we get all these in there, we're gonna roll up some steel stick epoxy and kind of anchor them in at the top, which I think is going to be the best way to do that. S says, I've got to head out. Thank you for the awesome content, Stacy and Alex. Best of luck keeping your fingers in more ways than one. Good night, S. Have a great one. Thanks for joining us. This one's real deep, so maybe he only needs a little bit of trimming. Jordan Neal says, specifically speaking, are you using the pre-made gown only as a pattern/reference to make something from scratch, or are you literally adding fabric to the pre-made dress?
Literally adding fabric to the pre-made dress. Well, I say that. I'm kind of doing both. I'm using the top part, as a pattern a bit, for that it's adding
Lace and stuff.
Yeah, it's adding lace to this, like in the same pattern, just on top of the top of the dress. Boy, I don't know if this is making any sense. But then from like here, can you see that? Yeah. From here down, everything else is just adding fabric to that dress.
David Quintana says, I can just see you two's resumes after this. Like, what do you call this on your resume? Like, if you were listing this specific activity on your resume, oi, eyeball me.
Oh, that one was fast.
I know. 1980 says, just learn Braille like everyone else. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know if this would help. Big dogs, I see what you're typing, 1980. I see what you're typing. 1980 says, they're seeing your point, and then they're seeing with your point. These are the jokes.
No! I had it like halfway in, and it
Oh,
just
no.
completely came out.
Yeah, that's the worst. When you're like, I got it, I don't got it. Nope, I don't got it. This is me, not swearing on the channel. Hashtag demonetized. Listen, if I was gonna cuss about something, it would definitely be these. Edson says fabrication of seeing eye gloves. Would be useful. You know, the worst part is I think it's possible that I even suggested that this was a good idea. Wouldn't it be cool? We had a little little eyeball on the end of each finger. Yeah, choices were made. Karagoff says precision ocular digit location expert. Okay, all right, I like that. Natty Pan says job description of the gloves. I make uncommon prosthetics. Ooh, I like that. Uncommon prosthetics. Band name, dibs. Okay. Hole slightly embiggened.
Alright, the thumb is hard.
Oh yeah? I don't know. It's so oblong, it feels like it ought to fit better.
I thought so too.
But no. It's a digit of lies. Alright, we'll go back and figure out where we go. Yeah, that is one of the weird things about this job is like, how do you explain what I do to people? Like, well, I make stuff. Sometimes it's scary stuff. Sometimes it's cool stuff. Sometimes it's cool, scary stuff. Sometimes it's weird stuff. Oh, no, eyeball down. Jordan usually says, so you kept the lower half of the pre-made dress, but you used the upper half of it just as a pattern / replica. More or less?
Yeah.
Blanca Thor says, how's the family doing, Stacy? They're hanging in there. We Saturday have my dad's celebration of life, so we will largely all be together for that. And yeah, we're hanging in there. It sucks. I wish I had better things to report. But hanging in there. All right. Because like the latex is pretty elastic.
Cutting more.
And since it's boing, we got a runner. Yeah, he definitely took off. Like it feels like turning it inside out and letting it wrap around ought to do it, and it kind of doesn't.
The old wrap around.
The old wraparound. I'm behaving. This is me behaving. Oh, line cook Thorsis didn't see that coming. Ba-dum-tsh. Yup. All right.
I end up cutting my hair with these things.
You're cutting your hair?
I'm close to. Because my hair keeps sticking to my gloves as I'm cutting.
Do you want ponytail assist? Oh, maybe. Nope. Shh. Squooged right out again. Blanca Thoris says, lots of love, Stacey. Thank you so much. Everybody has been so kind and so supportive, and I am deeply, deeply appreciative. Things are fine.
I got one that looks very terrified.
Oh, yep. Don't like that.
Very scared little eye. It's gonna be the anxiety eye.
The anxiety eye. Yeah, this firmly falls into like the eldritch horror category of things where you're like, why is it like that? What sort of alien necessity has it for eyeball fingers? Edson says, wasn't it Police Academy? Bang, bang, bang. Stop or I'll shoot. Darn, I always get that confused. God, it's been a hot minute since I watched Police Academy. Jordan Easel says, I have no doubt your friend's bride will be so happy with what you're making for her. I bet she'll wear it proudly. Good luck, Alex. You're contributing to a fond memory.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It'll be a good day.
Yeah. I generally do not make wedding dresses. But I keep making exceptions for people because they ask me real nice. And I like them. Boy, the pressure. so much pressure. 1980 says, finger eyes, all fun and games till you chop peppers. Chop peppers. Oh, there you go. what I'm doing right now is chopping peepers. Surrender. Tiny little tank there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell people no.
Yeah, well,
When?
you know.
They're good friends and family. It's hard.
Line Cook Thor says could be snake eyes. Karagoff says off to get some sleep before a busy day. 1:45 here. Good night, ladies. Good luck with eyeballs and wedding dresses. Thank you, Karagoff.
Thank you.
Sleep well. All right. I believe in you to spring break. Let's go. Oh, maybe. No, maybe big money. Hey. He's looking off in kind of a wonky direction.
He got that lazy finger.
A little bit of it is. Oh no. Are you in too far now? I can save it. I can fix it. I have the technology. Maybe I don't have the technology. Jordan Easel says, so costume y'all are working on? This is for our Elegant Death Acolyte, which is one of our line of characters we brought to Transworld this year. And him got eyeball fingers. This is just a thought, wiping. Pink eye. Yeah, this is, you get full rainbow eye with these. You're not limited to just the pink. But yeah, I think there are pictures on our Spooky Studios Facebook page. Creative Juice says, finger eyes are all fun and games till the person wearing them starts pointing at you. Some of these, I think maybe didn't get powdered very good and they're stuck together at the end of the fingertips.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That last pinky, that was part of the problem.
Aha. Part of the struggle is the pinky. We'll cut into it anyways. Edson says, I was going to say that, Alex. Lazy finger eye. Maybe do a couple cross-eyed.
Well, we have officially split the glove.
Oh, no.
Or
Your
blue
glove. Okay. Okay.
This is mine.
Jordan Nielsen says, where did the monster you're making originate from? From our heads. Alan and Rue and I sat down and talked about what we wanted to take to Transworld. And so we had this idea of doing a line of very Baroque inspired, y'all didn't see me nearly cut my finger there, a line of Baroque inspired characters, a la kind of Dark Souls-esque. And we decided that one of the characters we wanted to do was going to have eyeball fingers. So he's the acolyte, which is what our general purpose name for somebody who works for somebody spooky. And he carries a lantern that lights up and flickers, and his whole face, he has no eyes because he's one of our Leech Lord masks that looks like, as Alan affectionately calls it, an angry butthole. And so he has no eyes. So we decided that it would be a good idea for him to have eyes on his fingers. So he can light the way he holds the lantern and he can see. 1980, behave just because Dad's not here.
Hashtag Dad's gone.
Hashtag Dad's gone. All right, eyeball me. Zoop. Yeah, so from that line we ended up with, no, she just marked it as eye exam gloves, yeah. Big Dog says, got to run, get in the pool, we'll finish watching later, retirement sucks. Drinking, barbecue, smoking, pool, night all. Well, yeah, that sounds like it sucks. Michelle Schulte says, I can't tell, are the eyes all the same or they have different colors? They are all the same, they are all gold, to fit with our black and gold theme. Which is why it was also big fun that with our, oh no. You went right down in there. Here, let me scoot your camera up so they can see you. Good night, Big Dog. All right, and then they can kind of see what you're working on a little bit, and then you can show them up close. Creative Doof says, can you imagine how much Visine that creature would be going through if those were real eyeballs? Monster wouldn't like the nose cleaning sessions. Yeah, imagine picking your nose. Imagine scratching your butt. Like, it'd be a bad day for everybody involved. But yeah, so we ended up with, in this collection, our giant stilt knight that is black and gold, our acolyte, which is black and gold, and our candle ghost, which is silver and white. Jordan Easel asked, what are your favorite types / brands of frozen foods? I like frozen pizza, specifically DiGiorno. I'm a classic Tombstone girl. In terms of frozen pizza, I'm pretty easy. I could get down on a Hot Pocket. Like
Boy, howdy, I haven't had a Hot Pocket
in a hot minute.
in a hot minute.
A Hot Pocket minute.
I love taquitos. I'm on a taquito kick.
Yeah, do you like a frozen taquito? I do in fact trust the Gordon's fisherman. If we're gonna do any fish sticks, do you like a Gordon fish stick? Did it bite you? Did it just pop you?
It did something. I'm not sure what, but it hurt.
That's a post on the Creepers page, so buy it. 1986 Goldeneye fell in love with Goldfinger 10 months later. James Bond's nightmare. Jordan says, what is Visine? Visine is drops that you put in your eye to reduce redness or pain. Yeah, you're right, the thumb is a jerk. I guess I gotta cut more out of that.
Maybe we'll just leave it like this.
Things are fine. Yeah, the trick is I'm trying not to cut too much out of this, lest it no longer be grippy enough to hold the eyeball in. Because these are, right now they're just kind of pressure fit into this. We'll get the steel stick epoxy going a little bit and make them some little anchoring sockets to go around there. Jordan Easel says, Hot Pockets are the bomb. Ham and cheese and pepperoni are my go-tos. Yeah, I like a pepperoni. Creative Dupe says, also, Monster would either irritate itself or give itself a black eye whenever it wanted to flick a fly away. Yeah, that'd do it. Yeah, as it turns out, other than looking really cool and very disconcerting, having eyeball fingers is wildly impractical, even in just the costuming sense. These are a giant pain in the butt. But they look so cool and very creepy. Come on. No, maybe. No. 1980 new ocular reach gloves. Yeah, can you imagine trying to focus with this much independent ocular information coming in? Like, this is, I imagine, how like flies feel a little bit, where you got that like vastly fragmented vision, field of vision. Listen, if I've learned anything from a decade of doing touring sideshow, it is that people like watching you struggle almost as much as people like watching you succeed.
The eyes are not winning.
The nays have it at this point.
Alright, you little heifer.
You heifer.
Right in the... Cheese it, and we're doing it.
Have you had the Taco Bell like giant Cheez-It tostada? I don't know, it's like a regular tostada, but it's made on a giant Cheez-It.
Boy, howdy. Where was it, on TikTok? There was no. Where was it? There was somewhere that they're making like a Cheez-It shake.
What?
Or like Cheez-It. I think it was a shake.
Shake.
I love Cheez-Its, but not that
I
much.
was gonna say, don't get me wrong, I'm a Cheez-It fan, but I don't know how I feel about it in shake form. Edson says, I remember Adam using his glasses when his eyes were on his fingers. Yeah. Big Beetlejuice vibes there. Rob O'Brien says, ooh, saw The Watchers yesterday. Good monsters. Have not seen that one. Would like to. It's on my list. Creative Dude says, it won't be very cool if the monster has allergies, but at least the watery eye fingers would look 10 times more gross. Oh yeah. Can you imagine if we went in with 5-minute epoxy afterwards and made them like super watery and ooh.
Drippy. Ew. Don't redact that. I hate that word.
I take it back. I regret that I ever said it. 1980, zip it. Jordan Newsom says, maybe the palm is a better place for the eyes to be located. For instance, the pale man from Pan's Labyrinth. We just did that, actually. We just did that exact same concept for an order that we received for another haunt, and I'll see if I can post the picture in the creepers. Come on, you're gonna fit in here this time. This is gonna be the one. I believe in you.
Hey, it worked for me.
Yeah.
Eat it, cheese it, and get it done.
19 uses new digital viewing. There you go. Perfect. Dead End Yarn Hut says, my mother always told me not to stick my fingers in my eyes. I know, and yet here we are.
This is why.
This is 100% why. Rob O'Brien says moist. Yeah, unlike most of apparently the rest of the English-speaking world, I am deeply unbothered by moist. Apparently this hand, however, is in fact bothered by moist. Calm it down, buddy. Calm it down. Creative Dish says, although grabbing victims would be much more difficult if the monster has watery eye fingers. Yeah, I imagine grabbing victims would be difficult even with just regular eye fingers, because your eyes are pretty sensitive, and poking them into stuff would be rough. And that is the reason that he has a lantern. Because, all right, so we're in there, but now we're deep in there. Weird. Looking off in a totally different direction. Part of the reason that he's got a lantern is so that he can not accidentally jam his hand into stuff, because that would hurt. What with his eyeballs being in his fingers. All right, come on. So close. So close. You can do this. Maybe.
It's like you struggle with it for so long, you have no idea how you actually did it.
Yeah, I think we might call that close enough for government work. Fill in that little edge with some. Who am I kidding? We're a perfectionist. We're gonna make it look right. Jordan says, maybe a good way to know what eye hands are like is put a headset over your eyes and strap a small camera to your hand. Yeah. No Annie, big money. Yeah, okay, that's a little better. I'm still gonna require some filling in on the thumb there. I think the thumb just sits a little low, yeah? Yours too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just a bigger socket is the thing. Alright, one hand down. Yay. What was I gonna say? I'm gonna set him aside. We'll go get another one. Creative Doof says, hopefully a monster wouldn't have eyeball toes. The stubbing one would probably hurt. He does have monster feet that go over the top of your shoes.
Thankfully, no eyes.
Thankfully, no eyes on the toes. So far. Thankfully, no eyes on the toes so far. And we're an hour in. 8 o'clock. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Shenanigans. 1980 says Ezekiel's new album title, Tears Through My Fingers, with these hands on the cover. Nice. These are our super classy hand holders, in which these are our normal mass little stubs with a bit of pool noodle on them, because pool noodles for everything is kind of our vibe. This one seems so small. Like, first one was a left hand. This is a right hand. That pinky seems very small in comparison to the rest of them.
Oh wait, you have a right hand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I struggled with
Okay.
for like 30 minutes probably.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
here we go. Things are fun. Creative Duke says, I bet that you guys have fun dreams. What do you dream about, Alex?
Bro, I don't even know. I'm too tired
To dream?
to remember.
Yeah. Nice, Hades. If you put eyes on the fingers, won't dare ask where you put the mouth. It's in the middle of the angry buckle. Like, I feel like we established this. Jordan Easel says, also the eyes right here aren't in the worst location. They probably wouldn't completely hinder your functionality because they're directly located where the nails would be. Yeah. Did anyone else say, would you use eye drops or fingernail polish? Oof. Oof. I'm gonna go with eye drops. Please. pretty please. Mostly because I can viscerally feel fingernail polish in my eyeball. How I can imagine what that feels like, I don't know, but I sure can. Yeah, it's rare that I remember my dreams, unless I'm it's like my first night taking melatonin in a while. Mm-hmm. I try and take breaks from taking sleep aids often, though maybe I ought to take them more because I sleep like hot garbage.
I do know that I dream the same dreams. Like,
oh yeah?
not like every night. Like, I have like a selected set of
Catalog
dreams that I just it's the same. Like, the same thing happens every time. It's weird.
I know Alan has like a static dreamscape where when things change, they stay changed in his dreamscape, which I think is fascinating. I dream about tornadoes a lot, fairly frequently. Dream about tornadoes. I have a lot of conflict in my dreams, I guess, because I generally avoid most conflict in my life, so I have it in my dreams. Arguments with people who I'm not speaking with in real life.
Gotta make up for it.
Yeah, I gotta make up for it. David Quintana says, that is truly disturbing, the eyes and the fingertips. Yeah, ladies, disturbing. Thanks. That's what we were going for. Jordan Easel says, if they can blink, that would also mitigate. Yeah, I imagine. David Quintana says, get the red out. Jordan Easel says, nose picking. David Quintana says, Visine, yeah. All of them eye drops. One. Well, let me tell you, it is, it's a lot of force exerted on your thumbs. I'm trying to think of, what I have done recently that felt like this in terms of the amount of pressure I was exerting.
Yeah, my hands are gonna be sore tomorrow.
Yes, that's gonna be a thing. Also, I'm not gonna feel nearly bad if you don't get all these finished tonight.
No.
Dang! They are a pain in the butt. Precision nose picking, dear good. See, I feel like you could definitely see where all the boogers were, but you would probably need an implement of some sort because these make the ends of your fingers real bulbous, and you would never, I guess your nose would be gigante for it to be able to fit in there. Otherwise, you just get a repeat close-up look of how gross the inside of your nose is without being able to do anything about it. Robert Bryan says, would heating up the eyeballs make them easier to pop in? They're pretty rigid, and they're very thin. And I think if you hit these with the heat gun, they would warp immediately. Now, I have been wrong once before. I thought I was wrong, but I was mistaken. But I'm fairly certain that because we made these before, by we I mean Rue, if there was an easier way to do it, probably would have done it that way. As it stands, you just brute force, apparently.
Cheese it. Let's go. It worked last time.
Creative Doof says the eyeball fingers remind me of Dora Argus from Japanese Power Rangers. I think he was also called Eye Guy for the MMPR. Nice. Jordan Nisa says we already have bone behind our eyes. Maybe these eyes would have special bones around them. Yeah, I wonder if this is the socket shape that you have going on here is a bone socket like on the end of your finger bones. Is this my eyeball?
It's your eye.
Thanks. Or if this is mostly a fleshy structure. Why? Why would you go? Seriously? All right, we're gonna take a deep breath. Alan's not here to scare me. Okay. Creative Doof says, what color will the hands be? This is pretty close to their final color. They are going to be black. For the rest of him is black as well. Jordan says that would provide some support. Yeah. Little tiny ocular sockets. That is so small. I don't know if you guys can see this. The size of the socket versus the size of the eyeball. The whole thing would fit on top of there. And we're going to stretch it out. Somehow. I believe in us. And I'm also trying not to dig my finger into it because this is painted on the inside. I don't want to scratch it. Creative Deuce says, will it have or eyelids? It will sort of have eyelids. We're going to go back in after we get these all in.
It'll be like
I don't know how this works.
those two.
And go back in with some steel stick epoxy and anchor them in place. And it'll kind of give it a little bit of a liddy appearance. Legitimately, I don't know how you got this in there. I'm deeply impressed. Deeply impressed, Alex.
There was a lot of fussing and arguing.
We can do it.
Have you done the middle finger yet?
Not on the right. Is this the one with the hole in it?
The hole.
Or like on the side of it, you've got like a breach.
Maybe kind of.
Aaron Vest, hey buddy, this is big hands, big eyeballs. This creature's gonna be quite the package. Yeah, you should see the size of the butthole too. Jordan Diesel says, is this meant to be a physical creature or is a non-physical spirit? It is definitely a physical creature. It exists in the same plane as us, for sure. Why? Who knows? Take it up with whatever eldritch god made this happen. Hey, you know what I just pulled out of there? Some pliers. I feel like somebody mentioned that earlier. Maybe it'll make this worse. Who even knows? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a celebrity in the chat with us right now. Aaron Vest is the guy who took me to prom when I was 8.5 months pregnant. With what was definitively not his bebe. Good guy, that guy. Jordan says, because if it's non-physical, it doesn't matter what form it takes. Yeah. Creator Juice says, give them fingers some sexy eyes. Put Betty Davis to shame. She's got Betty Davis eyes. Are you gonna work? It'd be cool if you did. I don't know. I'm gonna leave my limits there. Okay, so we're not gonna do that. Things are fine. Dan Yarnhouse says, how would that monster put contacts in? Very carefully. Edson Glute says, Mama wants to know how many pairs need to be done. 4 pairs. As it stands right now, we're definitely not going to get them all done tonight, but that's okay. We have tomorrow to work on them as well. We are a little further behind our production schedule than I would like us to be, largely because I've been not in much. And we've had people out for stuff all over the place, so we're just cranking them out, getting them done. Ow.
This hurts so bad.
I know, it actually is. story to strangers. You forgot to mention how I had my hands all over your uterus. We're standing there trying to take pictures at prom, and the photographer has put my lovely date's hand right on my belly, which at that point is quite pregnant. And I, like, you know, we're standing there smiling, and Beth keeps moving his hand away. And the photographer keeps moving it back. And he moves it away, and he moves it back. And finally the guy puts it on my stomach and goes, leave it there. I was like, okay, fine. So we're standing there smiling while he's futzing with the camera. And I go, hey, Vest. And he goes, what? And I go, your hand is on my uterus. And he made a face. A very weird face. And that happened to be the moment when the very disgruntled photographer took the picture. It was immortalized forever of him making a ooh face. All right, I think maybe we're in there-ish. Rob O'Brien says, Yard Hunt, I want to see the glasses this monster would wear. Right? Like, you'd need like a whole... You know what I bet they would look like, Rob? I bet they'd look like those Ehlers-Danlos rings, like the like multi-joint rings or whatever, and have like little flip-down lenses. Oh my God, we had a weasel in the chat. You guys, we're having a very small high school reunion for me in the chat right now. Both Aaron Bess and Anthony Pavlak went to high school with me and are my lifelong friends. It is fabulous to see you guys hanging out in the chat for ladies' night.
Ladies' night.
Creative Deuces, in all seriousness, thanks for building up some monsters. It appeases my inner Power Ranger antagonist. You know, the guy that liked the monsters. You know the ones. Oh yeah, absolutely. 10 out of 10. It's a freaking reunion, Beth. Yeah, man.
Now all we need is, oh, what's my favorite guy's name?
Oh, Jeremiah Lee Johnson.
Jeremiah Lee!
Yeah, these guys, I guess Bess and I have been friends longer than I've known Jeremy. Anthony and I started hanging out my junior year of high school. He's a year behind me. And I see this is leather gloves for the alternative lifestyle. This would be so much easier with leather. Well, you know what? I say that. Maybe it wouldn't be, because leather doesn't have a whole lot of stretch. But if it was leather, we could get it wet, and then it would maybe stretch a little easier. Oh my God. So it's in there, but it's definitely...
It doesn't want to.
It's definitely wonky placement-wise. Edson, the answer is four pairs of these gloves need to be done.
No!
Anthony says, came for the eyeballs, stayed for the ladies.
'Cause it's
Ladies'
night!
I regret nothing. Sean Regal says, if you have these things going forward, suggest cattle castration pliers. It spreads in 4 directions. I fill my haunt video gaps with ranching. That would be genius. Absolutely. Like, just being able to, like, boop, and then stretch, and then put the double in, collapse. Yeah, that's dead clever. I'm gonna think about that. Because, yeah, that's dead clever. Jordan Easel says, imagine how the spelt phonetically Shiri May would feel. They faceless heads and their eyes are in their butts. Yeah, the walking is difficult, I imagine. Come on. I just need you to shift a little bit. Wafer thin. In this direction. Edson says, oh, okay, only 8 gloves. Yeah.
Only 8.
Well, let's see, how many we got totally... How many in eyeballed are we at?
Like totally, completely eyeballed? 2.
2 hands, not 2 pairs.
2
hands. Listen, this is ridiculous. That's what this is. 1980 says women cannot buy those pliers without a permit. Listen, Alan would give me permission. Swearsies. I need these for work. You understand? Oh no, I'm making it worse. Son of a... We're cracking up Sean Regal. Are we? I don't know. Creative Deuces, when's that monster gonna be wearing some mascara? Somebody said something about lashes. Yeah, Dead in Your Artist is when are you gonna put on the lashes? Yeah, that would be really funny. Like just full on fake lashes on the end of them. They look like the Like those car lashes.
Hey, we're unsupervised. We have the power.
That's true, we do have the power. Alright. Maybe. These are also, it is not substantially harmed by the fact that these are thick. Like, this is a pretty thick latex glove. So while there is some stretch to it, on these ends here where it's rolled over, it's beefy. Like Jade says she can buy, or Sean Regal says she can buy them on her Allen's account. Masato Case, it's good to see y'all. Masato! Jenny and Aliak say, put castration pliers on the shopping list. Oh! Creative Dude says, oh shucks, I need a permit. Good things I have good thing that I have branch pruners. There you go. Robin Bryan says, that's how you know there's a girl monster.
Like, I 100% have a pressure line going through my nail right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
it's definitely getting...
It's a little white rainbow going through my nail.
Things are fine. Things are fine. Maybe I can kind of push it from the inside. Jordan uses, I don't know how to spell it correctly, so I did it phonetically. Listen, that counts. If you don't know how to spell it grammatically correctly, phonetically, it's perfectly acceptable.
Oh my gosh, just go!
Oh no, 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 no. Oops. Maybe. I've overcorrected. Son of a... Things are fine.
Boy. Rupert's getting an earful tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I guess it's better than an eyeful. Maybe he's just wonky. Maybe that's just... maybe we'll fix him later. Harumph. Creative Dude says that's one way to tell girl monster from boy monster. Also, girl monsters are probably fussier. Well, I guess it depends on the girl. That's like pretty close.
Depends if she's having to put eyes and fingers.
That's true. It is making this girl quite grumpy. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next finger. Jordan says, do you think the Shirime is the weirdest Japanese yokai ever? I don't know, maybe. I mean, like, I feel like, I guess that's on a spectrum of weird. But there's a lot of weird yokai, so. Masato K says, finger ball? Is that like the spiritual opposite of football? Finger ball? Yeah, do. But also, Jordan, I will say that my knowledge of yokai is not as encyclopedic as Alan's, so I cannot say for sure. Creative Juice says, ooh, I got a thing to go look up. I do love it when we give you guys research opportunities. Yeah, the hand fatigue is real. These are beefy. You guys tuned in for a heart project tonight. Edson Glue says, one, done. Also, deep in the cups of these is a little difficult to even get a cut started. Dead End Yard Hunt says, that's the male monster. I guess the male monster is slightly more thrilling than the male man. But that's a Tony joke right there. That's 100% a Tony joke. Because every time I bring in the male, I go, here, I brought you the male. And he goes, oh, I only wanted the female. Or what about the female? And I'm like, well, I brought myself in the house, so technically I also brought you the female. But I have adjusted accordingly, and now I just say, here is the post. I have brought you some letters. Jordan Neal says, Body Horror Abattoir. That also sounds like a cool band name. I feel like Ezekiel's probably already got dibs on that one. Though I do like, generally speaking, the word abattoir. It's just a cool word. All right. We're gonna call that close enough, and we will get another. Eyeball me. Thank you. Yeah, Bug was kind enough to paint us a whole bucket of these today because we need them. So.
Excuse you?
You heard that too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. There was a noise, you guys. Shop ghost.
That was like a big noise too.
Our mouse knocking things over. Edson Goose gave us a fist bump. For you, Edson. You're gonna be because you sent us the poster of thing. All right, who is watching currently that has not seen the poster? Because I am perfectly willing to take a break on fingers to show you
Yes,
the poster
please.
again. Masato says those finger balls look difficult. They are. These are not easy. Perhaps we can trim out a little bit more. We trim out some more. It just dawned on me that Edson says, no, I didn't hear the clank from behind y'all. Dead and Aaron says, or it's an axe murderer. Jordan uses abattoir models must keep their hands well manicured for photos, I imagine. "1980 says, just the worker walking by in the background. He bumped something." Oh yeah, creepy.
Well, that's terrifying. 'Cause no one else is here.
Because no one else is here. Legitimately just us. So if you guys saw somebody, normally I would say if you see something, say something. But in this case, keep it to yourself. If we're going to get ghost murdered, I don't want to know. Creative Juice says, I couldn't find the Shiri May. I found the other yokai and Oni, though. Caroline Boland says hello. Shannon says, everyone has seen it. Oh, well, in that case, I guess we'll just keep doing this. Rylan Burdett says, this is the Boogie Monster. Listen, I guess if we did get ghost murdered live on the feed, it would be a more popular video than Alan lighting things on fire. So.
I don't know.
All right, you hear that? If you're going to ghost murder us, you have to set us on fire. That's the deal. Rylan Burdett says, this is the Boogie Monster. Probably the Stephen King short story that scared me the most is The Boogeyman. Dead End Yarn Hunt says, go check the other room. Ha ha ha. No.
The eyes will not win.
Listen. Rob O'Brien says, I don't think I have. Well, Shannon, we have to show Rob.
Yeah, he's in the picture.
He's in the picture. Rylan Burdett says, if you get ghost murdered, I'll come bring you guys back to life. Aw, thanks, guys. She says, perfect time for a jump scare. This would be the perfect time for a jump scare. No joke. It would absolutely scare the crap out of us. Edson says, if we see something, say, avocado. Jordan says, you can't find it because you don't know how to spell it. No, that happens. All right. Shannon, look away. Dead in Your says, I think I see something behind you. Is it a table full of Alan's heads? Because that's behind us for sure. Okay, so Creative says K. All right, so we just received this today from Edson, and so we're going to show you real
Unexpectedly.
quick. Unexpectedly.
By
Unexpectedly. So Rob, this is for you. And not just because we wanted to take a break. You have these side. Come over here. Ooh, knock the camera. All right, so this is what we received. There we go. From Edson this very afternoon. And there you are, Rob, down at the bottom. This is the hardcore creepers and shop monkeys, generally speaking. And Edson, who is this next to Michelle Schulte? I know almost everybody on here. I don't know who that is, and it's not because I don't love you. It's only because I only know what your screen names look like, and if I haven't met you like at least 3 or 4 times at a meetup or something, I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. But yeah, all of our fun shop people. We get Leslie down here in the with her chicken suit. Rob, there's Ezekiel down there. Ezekiel, Rob, Kaylee. Jordan usually says, "Oh, photographic poster. What a good picture." Yeah, this is all Edson. He made this himself. And cobwebs up here in the bath. So yeah, we are definitely going to be hanging this up in the shop so that our fearless leader can appreciate all of our wonderful, supportive faces all of the time. So thank you, Edson. Edson says, I think that's Pandora's hubby, August. Possibly. I knew Pandora. I had not really gotten to spend time with August, so maybe that's Augie. Oh, well, there you go. That's from Edson. So. She's a beaut. Yeah, Rob O'Brien, fantastic. So yeah, that's what we got today. We're very excited about it. We're gonna hang it up on the wall with all of our other cool things that people have given us. So yeah. Okay, so let me go back to picture. Oh, that's the other picture. This picture. There you go. Rob O'Brien says, "Wow, yeah, man. There's a lot happening in that, and I'm excited about it." There's been some requests to put it up on the Creepers group and sell prints of it. But maybe we'll put it up on the Patreon and give some prints away or something.
New cover photo.
I think that Shannon might actually physically unalive me if I made that the profile picture of the. Hey, Ezekiel! He's the third world gets a show too. Jordan uses says, "You probably wouldn't get to see my face. I wish we could meet one day." Oh well. Well, listen. The days are long, but the years are short. So don't discount it. Maybe there will be an occasion in which we can all hang out. Yeah, Ezekiel. I was glad to see you included in there as well. Maybe I'm just gonna go through and like pre-cut holes to start, like, cause all of them need holes cut in them. So maybe we'll just start with holes. Yeah. Jordan Niesel says, "What we have right here is good enough for me. I love you." Well, we love you too. We're glad you're here, and we're glad you keep enjoying the weird things that we do. No one is pretending that anything about this is normal. All of us are very strange, and this is a thing. Dead in Airhead says third world repressives. I don't know that I would call Ezekiel repressed. Alright. 8:30, here in about another 30 minutes. We will have suffered enough. I will call it a night. 1980, new idea, a creeper's thong with the slogan, "Can I get a fist bump?" No. Unless you mean flip-flops, in which case that would be weird, but okay. 8:30 p.m. girls and ladies night. Yes. Masato!
This thumb! No.
Like sometimes we get to do easy, fun projects. And sometimes we do this. And that's okay too. It's definitely destroying my fingertips though.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could redact the orange that I gave Rue earlier.
He was like, I need to go buy an orange. And Alex was like, I have an orange, here you go. Because she's nice like. Oh, represents. Okay, hang on. I fix, hang on. Third world represents. There you go. Jordan uses this when Faux Papa is here, I talk about monsters. When it's just you here, I mostly have normal conversations. I like that. Yeah, we're allowed to have our own individual dynamics. Doesn't always have to be the same. And he would be disappointed if you didn't talk about monsters and weird things. He really enjoys that. Happy birthday, Lloyd. Jordan says, I like it both ways. Sames. Happy birthday, Lloyd. From both Edson and us. Alan's got a birthday coming up on July 13th. Also the day we will be open for our, oh my gosh, now I'm going to say the name wrong. Full Moon Fever? No. Dang.
Fang Frenzy.
Fang Frenzy. I knew it was an F alliterative. Oh, 1980. No. Plus, we need all the latex for masks. I assume you guys heard that Biddy is closing. Big sad. We, I guess, by we I mean Rube, made a run out there today to pick up some flies for our upcoming monster camp, and we were big sad. That's been a fixture for a long time. Hudson says, oh darn, I missed a window. Should have waited to send the poster. That's all right. It's all good. Dead Aaron says July 13th, Texas Honors Convention. Correct. I will be teaching at Texas Honors Convention this year. Our band Party of Darkness is going to be playing, I think, 2 days during the convention. We're going to be open for a VIP tour thing with a Q&A afterwards and a dinner. And then we will be open that Saturday for the show. Should be fun. And I will actually, I guess, not be at the show because I will be one of the judges for the Texas Honors Convention costume contest. And I just said that, not knowing that if I am allowed to announce that or not. So if you heard that, no, you didn't. Masato cases or go away stuff. Yeah, that would be a way to dispose of stuff. Lion Cook Thor says June 30th there. Nice. Ezekiel says cinema pie from Chicago for his birthday. I'm telling you, that is a genius birthday gift. Just saying. Absolutely genius. Dead in Your Heart says that sucks about Biddy. Yes, absolutely. It is a big bummer. We use them so much, and they were so convenient. 1980 says needs eyelashes. Oh wait, eyelashes were requested on the order. I don't know that any of these have specifically requested eyelashes, but I would not be above putting them on there. Edson says congrats, Stacy. Thank you.
Says good.
I have.
Going to get.
You know, I cannot say that I've never judged a costume contest before because that's so true. I did judge one at Monster Day the last time we were there. And that was big fun. Masato says, I'm making air-fried tater tots. What is the topping? I mean, cheese, can't go wrong with cheese. Maybe some salsa? That'd be pretty good on there. Like what are they called? Tachos?
Jalapeno ranch.
Jalapeno, ooh, jalapeno. Now, the lid of my mouth just literally as this melted cheddar cheese in your tots. Jordan says, be loved, everyone. You are so cherished. Aw, thanks, guys. You too.
I want to do a left hand.
Yeah, the left hand is the superior hand. Absolutely. Masato K says, yum. Yeah, maybe sour cream. Like, we got all sorts of good options there. Or you could go like a full breakfast mode and do like bacon and eggs and cheese and like do them like Waffle House hash browns, smothered, covered, capped, chopped. Ezekiel says, just check out the tots and cooked bacon. Bacon. Somebody sent me on Instagram a recipe for bacon salt, where you like cook bacon really well and then blitz it with salt. And I'm like, it looks like you just made your own bacon bits, which I'm not gonna. I don't hate that. I'll put bacon salt on stuff.
Now how? I just spent like 30-45 minutes working on that thumb. The first try on this one goes in.
Bloop.
It's because it's a left hand.
Yeah, it's because it's a left hand. The left one is, unlike traditionally established, the left hand is the good hand here. Masada says, ooh, jalapeno. Jordan Easel says, chili cheese fries with fried onion and sour cream. Daddy Arnett says, just had seafood. Jordan Easel says, grilled chili cheese sandwich. Ooh. Y'all are making me hungry. Because I haven't eaten since lunch. I should have gotten a snack when we were before we came live, but I wasn't hungry. Now I'm hungry. The deep and abiding shame that Tony is not watching right now, so I could let him know in advance, hey, hungry wife is about to come home. Are you like super stuck to everything in there? Yeah, you are. Dan Yarden says eyeball food. Was that okay? So I saw someone on YouTube made a real baconator. He made bacon mayo and bacon buns.
Huh?
Bacon buns. Ezekiel says deep fried Tim Tams from the third world. Listen, I just need you to know, Ezekiel, that I would destroy some deep fried Tim Tams. I'm just saying. I have in my life encountered the holy grail of fair food, which is a deep fried Twinkie, and it was a thing of glory. I can only imagine how good a deep fried Tim Tam would be. Oh, like that sounds real good. Just in case I wasn't hungry already. Well, Jordan says, who needs something that's deep fried and covered in chocolate?
This is the most excited I've seen you all day.
Listen, just the thought of a deep fried Tim Tam is getting me through this hard time, this time of trial. Thank you, Ezekiel. Just knowing that that's a possibility. Daddy Artist is eye candy. Deep fried Twinkies, yes, perfect. 1980 says Rocky Mountain oysters. People go nuts for them. In case you were unaware, Rocky Mountain oysters are also what we call calf fries here, which are deep fried beef testicles.
What?
Yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters. Rylan Burnett says I would fight somebody for deep fried Tim Tams. Can confirm. Ezekiel says, well, let it be known I have brought supplies to the Dark Hour care package. Robin Price says deep fried Snickers. This is I'm mixing up the batter now. Yes. I'm excited for that. All right, we go back to work mode. I can stop waxing philosophical about the joy that would be a deep fried Tim Tam. Jordan uses deep fried ice cream. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. I will say the best fried thing I've had at the Texas State Fair was not in fact a sweet thing, although the deep fried Twinkie was fantastic. It was deep fried King Ranch chicken, which, like, my mouth is literally watering. 1980 says lamb fries or sheep neds. Yeah. Ezekiel says Rocky Mountain oysters. Damn. Yeah, they don't play. Jordan Easel says deep fried s'more cookies. Yeah. I mean, you know, deep fried anything, it's hard to go wrong, but that King Ranch chicken was really good. Deep fried cheesecake though, yeah, no smoked cheesecake. Oh, smoked cheesecake is where it's at now.
Boy, howdy.
I'm telling you, smoked cheesecake is real good. It's real good. Alright, come. Line Cook Thor says deep fried Little Debbie anything. Oh man, can you imagine deep fried oatmeal cream pie? Ezekiel says deep fried diabetes camp sounds awesome. Listen, I'm into it. I'm into it. Dad says I like the deep fried Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, yeah. 1980 says deep fried pickle Snickers. Pickle Snickers. Is that just like a regular Snickers, but with a pickle?
Ooh, have you tried the Dr. Pepper with pickles?
I have not, but I have faith. I like a dill pickle, and I like Dr. Pepper.
I didn't hate it.
Just to trust but verify. But I haven't tried it yet. Dead in Yard has this deep fried kangaroo. We'll have to ask Ezekiel. Masato says I've never thought of smoked cheesecake. Oh yeah, it's real good. Jordan says s'mores cookies would be so good. My mom hates marshmallows. Smoked marshmallows? Yeah. Ezekiel says, I don't understand one bit anybody's obsession with pickles. They are nasty. That's okay, Ezekiel. I'll eat your pickles. No bigs. Snickers inside a pickle deep fried. I mean, I would try it. Probably twice, just to confirm. Rylan Burdett says, I'm starving now. Thanks, guys. Yeah, listen, you and me both. It's been a long time since my microwave healthy choice lunch. Langer Door says, I've done that. Ezekiel says, deep fried any Australian animal. Nope. There you go. Masato Case is debating on making queso for the tots. Listen, I'm just going to give you my personal life advice, which is when you have the opportunity to queso, queso.
Queso.
Yeah, when in doubt, queso. Hard to go wrong with hot spicy cheese. Jordan uses says smoked chocolate. Yeah, why not? We did smoked pies for Thanksgiving. Like smoked pumpkin pie is really good. Also really like smoked cream cheese. That's really good. 1980 says, tried to deep fry kangaroo once, kept kicking over the pot. That'll do it. Creative Duke says, oh, as for the Guinness and Coke, save that option for when you're not going to do anything. It'll carry you off for a while. All right. Remind me again, it's just Guinness and Coke, or that it looks like Guinness and Coke? Okay. It's been a week. It says those healthy choices are good for you, but you need like 17 of them for a meal. Yeah, they're good. Like today was the chimichurri, which was pretty good. But mostly they're a meal of convenience because I can just put it in the freezer over there and not have to worry about where I'm going for lunch. Oh my gosh, yeah, that just does not want to go in there. He says can't afford Coke when Xanax work. I feel like that would have the opposite effect. Unless you have wicked ADHD, and then maybe it would have the same effect. Ezekiel says, oh my god, Guinness is nastier than pickles. Ezekiel, I say this with all of the love in my heart. I feel like you have questionable taste, my friend.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm on his side.
Really?
Really.
With pickles and Guinness?
Okay, no pick. I'm on team pickles.
Oh, you're on team pickles. Okay.
Guinness, no go.
Thank you, Edson. 7:45, ladies. 8:45 for us. Creator Drew says Guinness is an acquired taste. Yes, it is. But I do like a drink you can stand a spoon up in.
So does my dad.
Yeah, I like a stout. It's okay, Ezekiel. We'll save you at Foster's. I'm kidding. I love you. Really, I do. Yeah, Ryan Limber Guinness is like drinking rye bread. Yeah, absolutely. It's like a whole meal in a beer. And, you know, it's got that little bit of rat corpse in it that makes it the best.
What?
Oh, you did? So, now I don't know if this is apocryphal or if this is truth, but it is said that it used to be that Guinness got its unique flavor from the fact that rats in the Guinness plant, in the place where they make the Guinness, had fallen into the vats of beer and died, and that is why it tasted exactly like it tasted, and so the Dropkick Murphys wrote a song about called "Good Rats," that is pretty great.
Sign me up.
Yeah. Ezekiel says, and I get crap for Vegemite. Now, I like Vegemite. Rylan Barrett says, hey, Vegemite's good if you do it right. Edson says, ice cold Guinness is good. We gotta slam it before it dews on the glass. Dead End Yarnhawk says, don't badmouth Foster's, right, Ezekiel? Langkirk Thor says, I like an IPA myself. Creative Dude says, me, just I'm a fan of Miller Lite and it's adored over here. Yeah, no, why would you? I mean, yeah, no. Ezekiel says, can badmouth Foster's? All of Australia does. Yeah. Yeah, I have heard that. Masato K says, Guinness is good when you're in Ireland. Yep. I imagine. I have not been to Ireland, but I hear good things. Jordan says, for me, pickle is an acquired taste. I can eat the chicken sandwiches with pickle slices, and I'll sometimes eat a gherkin. Have you tried, Jordan, marinating your chicken in pickle juice? That is what Chick-fil-A does, and that is why it makes their chicken taste so good. I don't eat Chick-fil-A, but I do marinate my chicken at home in pickle juice, and it's fantastic. Creative Dude says, rats will fall into cereal. Oh yeah, face first. 1980 says, Foster's Australian for Bud Light. It's the same as Coors here in Colorado, ew. Jordan Easel says, Chick-fil-A makes amazing chicken sandwiches. They do, but I don't like their politics, so I don't eat their food. But I do like a chicken that has been marinated in pickle juice. That's good stuff. Maybe we're gonna skip the pickle. Or the ring finger. Let's move our one.
Well,
Ezekiel says, St. Patrick's Day in Ireland and Guinness is the worst if you try and drink Guinness with an Irishman. Woof, I imagine. There's those moments where you're like, yeah, I can hang, and then you realize you cannot hang. Sometimes I think, yeah, I'm a professional, I can drink, and then I meet people who drink better than me, and I'm always wrong. Creative Duke says, Aussies don't love their own beer. I read something about that. I love their version of GPS on their old How to Speak Australian ads. Jordan says, I always get Chick-fil-A sandwiches with pickle. Yeah, a fried chicken sandwich is just better with pickle, in my humble opinion. Okay, I surrender. My thumbs are a little swollen and mad at me. I'm trying to force that in there. Ezekiel says, Aussies love our own beer, we hate American beer. All right, Ezekiel, what is the peak Australian beer? Like, what is, like, if I were to hunt down what you would consider a really good Australian beer, what would be your recommendation? Masato says, I don't buy Chick-fil-A either, but I did have to get a jug of their sauce at the supermarket. Their sauce is really good. The thing that I really miss about Chick-fil-A is their chicken minis, their breakfast sandwiches. Like it's the biscuit. It's not even the chicken necessarily. Their little biscuits are so good.
they're like little pillows.
Yeah, they're fluffy. This is at least the Irish get their beer cold, not like Germany. Ooh, room temperature beer. Jordan says, after hearing what you just said, Chick-fil-A is my official guilty pleasure because I'll feel bad for enjoying their food. I mean, listen, no ethical consumption under capitalism. Like, that's all there is. But you can choose to support whoever you like, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it because it's just food. Ezekiel says, and we don't ever drink Foster's as export only. Creative Juice says, Budweiser's all right. Pabst is good if you can find it around here. Ezekiel says, for getting hammered or for taste? One of each. 1980 says, we have Raising Cane's. It's 21 ways to eat a chicken strip. Yeah, we also have Raising Cane's, and really the best thing about Raising Cane's is their toast. And their sauce. Their sauce is good. Their toast is good. Their chicken is mid. It says, American beer is like making love in a canoe. I believe you, but also I'm going to need you to explain. Edson says, the KFC spicy sauce is good too. Absolutely. Ezekiel says, we don't do lightweight beers. Yeah, oh no, absolutely. Rob O'Brien says, thank you for not supporting Hey Chicken. I got you. Gregory Haynes says, you two again at Ladies Night Part Dose. Howdy, ladies. Hi, Gregory. Alan and Teddy are off consulting, and so we are holding down the fort again tonight. Masato K says, I'm a frou-frou cider guy. Heck yeah. We have a local cider company called Bishop Cider, and they make crackberry, which is a really good, very addictive cider. Creative Doof says, according to my dad, the worst kind of beer that we had was a Russian Imperial Stout. I generally like an Imperial Stout. I wonder what about the Russian one was ungood. Ezekiel says, we have a beer called, so we have a beer that also is called XX. We call ours Dos Equis, which is two X's in Spanish. Is that quad X, or is it just XXXX? How do you say that one? They claim it's because we can't spell beer. Nice. Danny Arn says that was a Monty Python joke. Nice. Edson says, actually, part trees. Yeah, this is I guess the third time we've done Ladies Night overall. This is the second time we've done it in the last month. Jordan says, I love Raising Cane's. Their sauce brings the whole menu together. Can confirm. 1980 says, I've seen a couple of different chocolate milk IPAs. Yeah. We just got one of the Yingling Hershey's chocolate beers, which was okay. Creative Doof says, as hard ciders, Reds tore my stomach up. Angry Orchard and Strongbig are good. Strongbow. Yeah, Strongbow is fantastic. The Strongbow pear cider, really good. 4X. Okay. And that's, okay, so is that the strong beer, or is that the tasty beer? Masato K says, I like Strongbow. Yeah, Strongbow is really good. Yeah, if you're ever in the DFW area, or maybe they're in Austin as well, Bishop Cider is really good. They also have a really cool cidercade in Dallas, where like they brew all their ciders and stuff. They also have the big arcade, and so you pay like the head charge to get in, and then you can drink cider and play. They have a pretty good pinball selection. They have like skee ball, and they got a whole bunch of video games and stuff too, arcade games, which is a lot of fun. Sato K says, best beer I ever had was a homebrew Japanese pumpkin beer. Poison Sumac says their peach shake is the best thing Chick-fil-A has. She just smeared off ice screwdrivers that catch up to you. God. All right, so I don't know if this is a universal thing that a lot of people do, or if this was just a thing they did at the old place I used to work. But I used to sell life insurance briefly. And they had a thing that they did at the office, which was icing people. Where like, I guess someone would go and buy like a case of smeared off ice, and they would hide them in the office. And if you found one, you had to like slam it. And it doesn't matter if it was warm or not. I don't remember what the penalty was if you didn't do it or not. But like that was the deal. So you would find a smeared off ice hidden somewhere unexpected, and then be obliged to drink it. Which is the weirdest drinking game. Jordan Neal says, Thousand Island is one of my most favorite sauces. Hashtag McDonald's. Heck yeah. I always get Big Mac sauce in the quarter pounder. Ooh, yeah, that sounds really good. All right, you guys have officially made me super starving, and both of our hands are dying. Yeah. So we're going to call this a little bit early tonight.
The eyes did not win. But my thumb really hurts.
Yeah. Listen, they're not going to win ultimately. tonight they may have thwarted us, but that's okay. We did make some progress. How many hands we got that got eyeballs in them?
4. So we're like halfway.
Yeah, we're like halfway there, and I got at least one eyeball in this. But we're super grateful to you guys for tuning in tonight. Rather, we're done. I'm gonna go get tacos. Tacos. Yeah, I think I was just hungry. But it was okay. Ezekiel says, tasty beer, trick question. So damn hot here, we drink any beer, freezing cold, even Mexican beer. There you go. Well, try some Dos Equis. I kind of like it. But yes, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are, truly, ladies, as your fingers are tired. Yes. We've had a blast tonight. Thank you, Edson, for the absolutely unhinged poster. We love it. We're gonna hang it up. And we're gonna call it a night. So Alex, say goodnight.
Good night.
All right, and I'm gonna say goodnight. And
That's the way to go.
and I don't even remember if we said it last time or not, but did we say go make stuff?
I think so.
All right, well in this case we're gonna say it again tonight. Go make
stuff.
stuff. Go make stuff.